Good morning. Good Monday morning to you. You know what one of my favorite times of the day is, or maybe I guess favorite times of the summer is? It's right after a summer rain. It's real hot outside. We have a storm come through, and then everything kind of cools down. It gets a little peaceful. You get amazing sunsets. It's just an amazing time, and to me it's so evident of God's power during that time, right? It goes from such a bad storm to nice and calm. It's another one of those proofs that God is here and is with us. Proof is a funny thing. We talk so often about how we believe, but yet we need proof a lot of times that God is real and that God exists in our life. And we see it in many different ways, don't we? Maybe it's in a sunset. Maybe it's in our children's faces. Maybe it's in something that happened to you in your life that really opened your eyes to God's love and God's grace and God's existence. Just talked to Pastor John, who just got back from Alabama, where the ERT team was working on a house. John told me that just one corner of this cinder block house was left standing; the rest had been blown away. And in that corner was a couch, and on the couch, asleep, was the homeowner when the tornadoes hit. He wasn't hurt. He had some bruises. He was a little injured, but he wasn't hurt. If you need proof of God wanting you to be around a while, I think that's definitely one of those times. Even in the Bible, we read about people that needed proof of God's existence. In the 20th chapter of John, starting at verse 24, Jesus had came back to all the disciples and had shown them after the resurrection that he had risen from the dead, just like he said he was going to, and yet Thomas wasn't there. Verse 24 starts like this: Now Thomas, one of the 12, who was called the twin, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, We have seen the Lord. But he said to them, Unless I see in his hands the print of the nails, and place my finger in the mark of the nails, and place my hand in his side, I will not believe. Even in a time as joyful as the resurrection of Jesus, there were still some people that needed proof, and Thomas was one of those people. He needed proof by seeing Jesus. He needed to see the marks in Jesus' hands, the wound in his side. He needed that proof. For us, we sometimes need that proof too, but if we look, we see that proof all around us. We see that proof in so many different ways. And so I encourage you this week to go and look for proof, the proof that you need. What is it that you see every day that makes you realize the existence of God? What is it? Is it your children? I know it is for me and for Jennifer. Seeing Jack, I know that is one thing that helps us remember that God loves us and he wants us to be happy. Maybe it's a sunset. Maybe it's your grandchildren. Maybe it's just the calm after a raging storm. Maybe you got spared in a tornado. Hey, I hope you have a great week. I hope that you will take time and you will look for God's existence around you this week and around you today and see where he is and what he's saying to you, where he's leading you to. I look forward to spending this week with you. See you tomorrow.